You've made it through security. The seat belt clicks. The cabin hums softly around you. From your seat, everything feels calm, controlled, ordinary. But behind that curtain, there's a quiet war unfolding. Not against turbulence, not against time zones. It's against passenger behavior. Flight attendants are trained to smile through crying babies, missed connections, and endless delays. But behind that calm exterior is a mental list, habits passengers repeat every single day that slowly test their patience. They'll never say it out loud. But today, before you fly will, these are the things flight attendants secretly hate and wish passengers finally understood. Because at 35,000 feet, courtesy isn't just kindness, it's currency. And knowing what not to do could make your next flight a whole lot smoother. Boarding is moving slowly but steadily. The aisle is packed with roller bags and tired faces. Then suddenly, someone breaks from the line and sprints toward the lavatory like their bladder just declared an emergency. It looks harmless, but inside the crew's head, alarms are already flashing. Boarding is carefully timed. One person leaving the aisle blocks traffic, throws off the count, and delays departure. FAA rules say the plane cannot move if anyone is out of their seat. So while that tiny bathroom door is locked, the entire aircraft is waiting. And what most passengers don't see is that those lavatories are still being cleaned and stocked during boarding. You're not just delaying the process, you're stepping into someone's work zone. Use the terminal restroom. It's cleaner, bigger, and won't make you the silent villain of the flight. Then there are the overhead bin hoarders. The line crawls forward and suddenly stops. One passenger. Multiple bags. No hesitation. They shove everything into the first bin they see, even though their seat is 10 rows back. To a flight attendant, this isn't chaos, it's a logistical nightmare. Overhead bins aren't first come, first served. They're a shared system. When one person takes too much space, the entire cabin suffers. Bags get reshuffled. Time slips away. And every delay on the ground reflects on the crew, not the passenger who overpacked. One carry-on. One personal item. Use the space under your seat. Store your bag above your own row. Nothing earns quiet respect faster. You finally settle in. Lights dim. Movie playing. Then it hits. Not turbulence, something worse. A wall of scent. Spicy food. Tuna. Feet. Or perfume strong enough to knock out half the cabin. At cruising altitude, smells travel fast. Cabin air is recycled. Whatever you open or spray becomes everyone's problem. If it wouldn't survive a church potluck, it doesn't belong on a plane. Keep snacks neutral. Keep shoes on. Skip the body spray. Because nothing turns a calm flight into shared suffering faster than one passenger turning a row into a floating food court. The service cart approaches. A flight attendant smiles and asks a simple question. Coffee or tea? Silence. Headphones in. Netflix playing. Now comes the awkward wave, the pointing, the tap on the shoulder, while the aisle stays blocked and everyone waits. No one wants a conversation. Just awareness. One earbud out. 1 second of attention. Service flows faster, drinks stay cold, and everyone wins. Then there's the seat switches. You spot an empty row and suddenly it feels like winning the lottery. Mind if I move? To passengers, it feels harmless. To the crew, it's a headache. Seats are part of weight distribution, passenger counts, and service planning. One move leads to 5 more. The best time to ask is at the gate. Once you're airborne, your seat is your seat. Mid-flight seat deals might look clever online, but they make life harder in the cabin. The seatbelt sign turns on. And like clockwork, someone stands up. They open the overhead bin and start digging around. Flight attendants don't see confidence. They see an accident waiting to happen. Turbulence doesn't warn you. It drops you. That standing passenger can turn into a flying object in seconds. The seatbelt sign isn't a suggestion. It's physics. When it's on, stay seated. The call button lights up. Again. And again. Some passengers treat it like a personal concierge service. Water. Napkin. Boredom. Every press forces the crew to stop and check if it's an emergency. Use it when it matters. Illness, dizziness, real needs. Not for refills. That button is an emergency line in the sky. Meal service arrives, and suddenly someone decides now is the time to think deeply. Chicken or pasta? Questions. Comparisons. While the entire aisle freezes. There are only 2 options. Both will taste like airplane food. Decide early or say surprise me. Efficiency keeps everyone fed. Then come the complaints when meals run out. It's not sabotage, it's math. Getting angry won't create more food. And blocking the aisle while the cart rolls by doesn't help either. Those carts are heavy. Let the crew work and everyone eats sooner. After the meal, some passengers stuff trash into the seat pocket like it's a hidden landfill. Someone has to clean that, often the flight attendants themselves on tight turnarounds. When the trash bag comes, hand it over. Leave your seat like someone else is about to use it. Because they are. Then there's the tray table diaper change. Yes, it happens. Every aircraft has a lavatory with a changing table. Tray tables are not one of them. It's a hygiene issue, a safety issue, and something no amount of air freshener can fix. Lavatories themselves are another story. They're tiny, shared spaces that the crew checks constantly. If you splash water, wipe it. If you make a mess, clean it. Leaving it like a disaster zone isn't careless, it's cruel. During the safety demo, half the cabin zones out. Phones come out. Headphones go in. But those 2 minutes could save your life. Every gesture exists for a reason. The people who panic most in emergencies are usually the ones who didn't pay attention. You don't need notes. Just look up and listen. Some passengers grab, tug, or poke flight attendants to get attention. They balance hot drinks in turbulence. One unexpected touch can cause injury. Eye contact works. A raised hand works. Unwanted touching doesn't. Then there are the cameras. Phones pulled out mid-argument. Recording crew members only escalates situations. Planes aren't reality shows. They're safety-critical workplaces. If there's a real issue, report it properly. Bare feet start roaming the cabin. Shoes off. Socks gone. Feet on armrests, tray tables, even other seats. Cabin floors aren't clean. Comfort doesn't mean carelessness. Bring slippers. Keep your socks on. As landing approaches, the seatbelt sign lights up. Some passengers ignore it. Seats reclined. Tray tables down. Pretending to sleep. Those last minutes matter. The rules aren't about control, they're about protection. Cooperate, and everyone gets on the ground safely. Now you know the unspoken list. Not because flight attendants don't notice, but because they've mastered patience most people never will. Flying doesn't have to be stressful. It just takes awareness, empathy, and respect for the people working behind the curtain. So next time you travel, remember before you fly. Fly kind. Fly smart. And whatever you do, please leave the tuna sandwich at home. Airplane hash.